Hi VC. I'm just looking at this thing and I'm noticing there's a line, a kind of light type line that seems to be coming down, and I don't know what that's about. I'll have to figure that out if it's in relation to anything. Anyway, how are we today? This is Saturday morning and this is going to be a good weekend because I've got tons of music to get listening to. So this video is to show a couple of things. I got the final 2 deliveries from that CD haul that I had ordered a load of CDs in the past month or so. It's about a month ago now since I paid for the final item to come through from eBay. I've got that, I've got the other one, and also I'm going to show what I received in a nice surprise box from the absolutely amazing Jim Davies. He sent me another little package. I say little, but what was inside it was amazing, amazing stuff. I didn't open it online. I just wanted to keep this one to myself, but I will show. I have got them here now. So that it came on Thursday, I think. Came home from work to this surprise. As it happens, I had a box for Nuclear Blast as well that I had ordered stuff, so that'll be in another video. But first of all, to the last of the CDs. So I was waiting on two items coming in, and this one came in. This is, I think they're a fairly new band. I think they're from what I can recall, I'm sure they're from Greece. And interestingly enough, I just watched Dan Power's last section of his astonishingly amazing VCLT that he's just received from Greg at Blackmore Rules. Unbelievable generosity there as well. Now I'm sure Dan showed a CD by this band. It looks very like their band logo, and this is Crimson Fire. Now the band I think are from Greece, and this album is 2016 and it's titled Fireborn. I discovered them through finding them on YouTube, and I liked what I heard. They're kind of new wave of traditional heavy metal, kind of modern metal, bit of power metal elements in it as well, I think. So I hunted down one of their albums and ordered a copy. So this is good stuff. Hopefully, Dan, you will enjoy the one that you have as well. Let me know what you think. I have listened to this one. It's really good. I quite enjoy it. Nice artwork again as well. Picture CD. And they are on Pitch Black Records. It's a label I haven't heard of. So that was one, and the last one that I was waiting on from an eBay seller, I did get in touch with them and they said that, apologies, they were moving house or something and things got delayed. However, I was patient and it showed up, and this seller was offering 3 CDs in a set, and at a really, really good price, because I have seen this, or CDs for this artist, quite pricey actually. And so the CD is an original pressing of Z Yago or Z Yago. This was their first album, which I just recently found on vinyl for £2 in a charity shop. Took a chance on it, had no idea who they were at the time, so and I actually quite enjoyed that album very much, so it got me interested in this band. I do quite like them. So this is from Over Yonder. This was the first release from Z Yago, 1988, Steamhammer, German pressing. There's no barcode on here. The a couple of the jewel cases I had to replace because they were a bit, shall we say, a bit worse for wear. So I've put fresh jewel cases in, but everything else was lovely. The original CD and the booklet. And so I now have this on CD and record. Really good stuff. And the second one in the set that the seller had was, interestingly enough, this one is Z Diego from the Twilight Zone. This is the best of. It's a double disc, and it says here, the best of Z Diego, over 100 minutes of music, plus previously unreleased demo versions and live tracks, double CD for a special price. So this is released on SPV Steamhammer, and this compilation was put out in 2002. And you have obviously the two albums that they released, which I do have both of them on vinyl now, I'm pleased to say. So this will contain stuff from the first album, the second album, and they've got demos and live tracks from London in '89, Munich in '89, demos from 1985. As I say, the first album didn't come out till '88, so they should be interesting. So I've not listened to this one yet, but picture CD again. I think they're both, I can't remember what they, yeah, both the discs have the same artwork, and there is the band. So brilliant to get a hold of that. I think it's, and then the third one in the set was this one, which is Velvet Viper, and this is the fourth, get this right, The Fourth Quest for Fantasy is the name of the album. Now Velvet Viper are the band that the female vocalist from Z Diego formed after Z Diego. So I think Z Diego only issued the two albums, and then they must have broke up for whatever reason. I don't really know about the history at all, but this band is what she formed after Z Diego, Velvet Viper. So I'm wondering if they are of a similar kind of thing to Z Diego. So I thought, good opportunity to try them out. So this is The Fourth Quest for Fantasy, and this it's distributed by SPV Records, but it is actually TAOB products. I think it's by permission from SPV. This, I believe, is it's a European or German issue. Picture CD, and that is the lady there. I'm not sure if any of these other guys were in Z Diego, and I'll have to check into all that. And this album was, where is the date? Yeah, where is the date? It will be here somewhere. Bear with me. I think it's, oh yeah, there, it's 1992 is this one, so this couple of years after Z Diego. And you also have, within the booklet, apart from lyrics, you get this TAOB products thing inside. So you have other things released by them, I guess. The Alex Parch project. Bands I've not really heard of before. So, and you do have the lyrics, although they're quite small. So looking forward to hearing some of this as well. So that was 3 discs I got, and chuffed that they showed up. So that was the completion of that CD haul, finally, about a month later. Now on to Jim Davies. I didn't know this was coming. It was kind of a surprise. I knew he contacted me and asked me about Nazareth right enough, so I thought, well, he must be planning something. But I wasn't really expecting anything, certainly just now. And lo and behold, this arrived. So I emailed him to say, I've just got a package from you, thanks very much. So, and there was a cassette in the package and 5 LPs. And I'm blown away because the cassette is a cassette copy of Def Leppard's First Strike, the illegal or unofficial, unauthorised release of some early demos of the band. This is the cassette version, and it is printed in Belgium. The record was a Belgian press as well. And what is more amazing about this is it's still in the original shrink. You can see it's a bit broken off it there, but it's never been opened by the looks of it. Never been opened. So I am going to be opening that. In fact, shall I do it now? Just, yeah, the shrink is quite brittle actually. You can tell it's sort of dried out over the years. So, I mean, the casing is nice and unscratched and clean, so there we have it. I'm absolutely thrilled to pieces to have this. There is the tape itself. Yep, Flash Records, that's the same as the record label. The cover's printed in Belgium. The tape here says made in Holland, interestingly enough. But yes, fantastic stuff. And as I say, you get rare demos on here. It's just got some basic info in there. Fantastic. Really delighted. I mean, I don't know, I've never seen this about before, and I know the record itself is quite pricey. There's a CD press of it as well, so I've got that. I've got all 3 formats now, so I'm just... Thank you, Jim. Now on to the records he sent. So he knows I'm kind of wanting to get a load of Nazareth's stuff, because I like Nazareth, and they're one of the older bands that I've been wanting to get into for a long time. And Jim has enabled me to get started on this, because he sent me 2 Nazareth albums the last time round, and he's found another couple by the looks of things. And this one is the Full Circle, and I really find this an interesting cover as well, actually, as you can see why. It kind of looks like the White Cliffs of Dover that this half horse, half dolphin is leaping off of. So the Full Circle is 1980, this one, and this is on A&M Records. This was as well a promotional gold stamp, and I think this looks like a US pressing. I think it's US or Canadian. Doesn't have the inner sleeve, so the record was just in like this. I'll give it a clean up, but it looks pretty cool. And I'm just trying to see, it just says manufactured and distributed by A&M Records, so I'm going with, it's either a US or Canadian pressing, but really chuffed to get this as well. So we shall just put that one aside at the moment. Hang on, I'll put it at this side. And another Nazareth, Expect No Mercy, this one, another interesting cover, I have to say. And this one is 1977, so this one is a bit earlier as well. So I'm really looking forward to spinning these. There's a bit of wear on the covers, but that's absolutely fine, to be honest. And this one has a original picture sleeve as well, which is pretty cool. It's always good to get that if you can, but not always. I mean, some of them don't, they just have the plain sleeves, as we know. So this one again, I think it's either a US or Canadian press. Again, it's A&M Records. What does it say here? Beverly Hills, California. So I'm going to guess this is also a US pressing. So, and again, the record itself looks really good. So just needs a bit of a clean. So fantastic to get these, honestly. He's some guy, he's amazing. And then another pleasant surprise was I found this in the box. This is Treat and the Pleasure Principle. I've been trying to hunt this one down for a little while as well. I just could never find one. I think I found one at one point on eBay. There was one, but they wanted too much money for it, so I wasn't going to do that. But this is, again, this is from 1986. And it's Treat, and I think this may be a Swedish press actually. This is Polygram Records, Sweden. It says here it's on the Mercury label. That's the back. You may not really be able to make out the track listing too well due to the colouring. These guys are really good. Melodic rock. The inner sleeve is in with this one as well, which it's in really nice condition too. That's the band, and that is the lyrics. You've got the credits here, and as I say, it is on Mercury. Where are we? And this one does say, where are we? CBS Scandinavia, so this is, it's definitely either a Swedish press or a European press, so there we are. And there's that strange line, I don't know where that's come from, I need to investigate that. So again, absolutely thrilled to bits to get this, really delighted. Yeah, did I say this was 1986, this one? And then it just got better and better. I pulled this one out and I was not expecting this at all, but thrilled. Europe's Prisoners in Paradise. Now this came out in 1991, and you know what 90s vinyl's like, obviously. It's an original pressing. I'm just unbelievably amazed to get this. 1991. Epic, trademark of Sony, but this is a really good album. I do quite enjoy this one as well. So I'm just really chuffed to get a copy. I'm just really thrilled. So, and again, it has the inner with the band and lyrics. And again, the record here is lovely as well. It looks like just a little bit of stain wear. I don't know if it's just been where it's been stored, but I'll just give that a wipe down. Epic, it's the sort of newer logo, I think, on this one. Made in Holland, so this is definitely a European issue. But honestly, you know, I was sitting looking at this, and that sort of feeling came over me about how amazing and how thoughtful for this guy to do such, you know, I don't even know him, really. What I do know is he's incredibly generous, and he's really nice when you correspond with him as well. So honestly, John. And then this was an absolute, it's like, well, it's kind of like a grail, and to get it still sealed in the shrink wrap, I don't know. I have a copy already. This is my own copy. Yeah, Pretty Maids, their original EP from 1983, and an independent, well, record label. This is the European pressing, because I was doing some comparison. This is on record label or catalogue number CULP1 or CULP1, which is the original European pressing. And So lo and behold, out of the bag I pulled this, and as you can tell, it is still in a shrink. So I just, and this is the US pressing, which I'm so thrilled to have a different pressing as well. This is quite tricky to get, and again it can be quite pricey as well if you're looking for it. You've got to kind of look really hard to try and get a decent price. So this one is, the catalogue number is PAR 1060L, PAR 106. I probably won't be able to get that too well, to be honest. Which is the US press. I went and checked on Discogs what the differences were. So that is the first original US press. And I am going to open this up right now. I'm going to take the shrink off. If I can get it off, that is, because it's, again, it kind of feels like it's dried out, you know, the older shrink. But it's in immaculate condition, obviously. And I can tell it's got the stiff, hard sleeve. Yeah, definitely a US pressing. So this is just fantastic. So there is the label. It's quite plain. Pretty made, self-titled. Power Records, Neon Records. Don't know what the Neon Records bit's all about. But if this has been sealed since 1983, you know, it's quite rare to find them, but you do. The record feels quite thin, but then a lot of the 80s records were quite thin. But it's beautiful, beautiful condition, obviously. So I'm thrilled to have two different pressings of this. Because this is a great EP, it's actually brilliant, so seriously, if you're into Pretty Maids, you need to get this, if you can. I think it was also issued later on, when they signed to CBS, after this, and CBS re-released it in '84, and it has a different cover altogether, completely different image. So there is that version as well, and I think there's a later CD version of it somewhere. But yeah, it's absolutely fantastic. So honestly, Jim, thank you so much. I'm really, I don't know what to say, as usual. You know, I really appreciate this very much, because these are all records that I am welcoming with open arms into my collection. So I shall see you all in another video, and thanks for watching. Take care, bye bye.